Hey, what's up, boys? How my number one's doing today? Well, as for me, judgmental. As you can tell, we're talking about KathyCakes once again. And if you guys didn't know, last year I actually made a video about KathyCakes. Well, the reason being, I enjoyed her work, and then she disappeared. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna celebrate that she's back, right? And I enjoyed her work because like she did some soft dom characters, and it was nice to see her back in the chair. And I even asked her permission to use her artwork in my thumbnail. As you see, this is the one I used before. The question really is, did she really create all of them? And more specifically, is it her own original work? That's a hot take right there, right? Now, I really do support artists and their craft. I'm even working on something myself that's not drawing related, although I did dabble a little bit in the pixel art. A few weeks ago, I was actually reached out to by someone who claimed that KathyCakes had been tracing. And this person I will call Tat, T-A-T, for this video. And they asked to remain anonymous because, you know, they just wanted to keep themselves safe, and I appreciate that. I was like, interesting. So I, of course, did some digging of my own, and this is why the video exists. Now, I want to preface by saying a few things, but first off, hot take, don't think tracing is a bad thing. Tracing can be used as a tool like any other to be able to learn about maybe how a artwork is structured, so you can maybe learn from that and use it in your own work. Where it becomes a problem for me is art theft. I do not stand for that. One other thing I wanted to mention as well, I do not condone harassment of any person, so don't go harassing anyone I mentioned here. Well, the only person I'm going to mention is KathyCakes, but other artists, they do great work that I'm going to show you. As much as someone has done things wrong, they don't deserve harassment. They do, however, should be learning from what they've done wrong. So, without further ado, let's get going. Like I said earlier, I did some digging, and unfortunately, I couldn't come up with as much as I want. If we can actually switch to the screen here, this is a 4chan thread that I found that was archived by a site called archivedofsins.com, and we see a little bit of artwork here. I'm gonna blow it up for you guys to actually see it. This is a meme, you know that one. Guys literally only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. And we see here's some soft dom artwork by KathyCakes, and we see that name right there, despite being really blurry. Thank you, JPEGs. But there's some key work. Her line work looks about like hers, and also that kind of like her blush that she adds. I don't know how what that's called, but yeah. And the only thing we can see in this thread that really refers to any kind of tracing is this right here. This top reply on the top here that says "ke," and it's not my words. This is Anon's words. "Ke. I remember that fat Filipino bitch got exposed for tracing art." Oof, that's aggressive. Is it unfounded? Well, I'm here to show you it is not unfounded. So let's take a look here of the stuff that Tat has sent me and what they have proven to me to be tracing. So the first piece I'm going to show you guys is going to be on her DeviantArt, as in her KathyCakes. You see it's posted in February 25th, 2016, and this is what Tat told me. Hey, she's been tracing since 2016. I'm like, okay, that proves it in a little bit. Maybe we go to this link right here to a work by Pachi. Take it in, right? And okay, what could be so similar about it? Well, I did a little bit of working on, not perfect, but shows a little bit of proof here. So this is work by Pachi. You can see that. This is work by KathyCakes. Let me just turn down the opacity. Something's a little too close, ain't it? The face especially, now again, I didn't do a perfect job, but you can kind of see there's some stuff that just lines up a little too closely. And then the other thing I can prove is this hook, the crook of the umbrella. Well, let's just do that. Ooh, that's a little too close for comfort, ain't it? Yeah, so 2016, 2015, two different time frames. And then the second piece from KathyCakes is June of 2021, and actually credits one of her alt accounts, which we'll talk about more of her alts later, Haru. But she also goes under the name Venom Daggers, as you can see up top there. So apparently this is a artwork of her character Rosalie in a belly dancer outfit. And this was posted on June 13th, 2021. So last year, 2021. And then we go to this piece here by Aesthetic Meme. I love Aesthetic Meme. Great work. Would definitely recommend to follow if you are not a minor. But you see, okay, belly dancer. How could this be a trace? With some generosity. Tat also actually sent me proof of this as well, and I forgot to open that. So give me one moment. I'll be right back with you guys on that. So now I have the image loaded up. And if we go over to the image that overlaid, things kind of line up, especially with the face there, huh? And the outfit. That's actually pretty close. So, okay, all right. How about I do some of my own investigative work, huh? Let's do that. So, I did. Back to paint.net. See this face? We got it. All right. KathyCakes work. Let's just, ooh. A little close there, buddy. And then we go down to the actual like stomach area here. Again, I didn't do a perfect job, but it does sell the point. If I shift it down in a little bit, yeah, it's a little big on my end. I didn't make it a little big, but you can see that's pretty close. That's scary. Yeah, wow, right? This third piece is gonna be from also Haru, as she calls herself. And you see this person here with wearing a big jacket with hands in her pockets. And this is where it gets kind of funky a little bit. The original work apparently was SinMei01, posted in May 2020. This was posted June 13th, 2021. We can also go to their Pixiv account, and this thread right here of all their stuff, they have a second image that uses a very similar base, because the one I've seen, it's very similar. We'll see what's going on once I show you the comparison here. So, got the second work. Let's go through the first work here, right? But if you actually, let me give you a point here. It's relatively similar, right? Looks like they kind of use the same base, but you know, modified it for this character in a different pocket position. And we go to Kath. All right, things are a little tilted. That's okay. Check out this shoulder. Check out this shoulder here. Again, I didn't do a perfect job, but I'm pretty confident that I did a decent job enough that I can prove a point of that. So let's go and let's go to the second work. And let's go boom. And let's go pay attention to the shoulders once again. And this arm, her left arm right here. So go that, boom, boom, and hew. It's a little close. Hey, no, I'm sorry, I'm confusing. Let me just remove that underneath one. But do that once more. Adieu. Yep. Looks pretty similar to me. We have a fourth piece from KathyCakes of her main account, Caterpillars. So we'll go to that one right now. Just show you off what's going on here. This one is not safe for work. I will be censoring where I need to for this one. And this is really egregious to me. If this is actually a trace. This was a paid commission. Paid commission. And if this was traced, holy shit. She's making money off of someone else's work. Wow. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Whose artwork is this? Well, I have the name here from Kuhn. I've propped this. There's definitely a penis down here. Okay, there's definitely a penis down here. I can't show that, but it will show you. This is the album that it comes from. Not going to show the full album. This is I'm going to be trouble for me to try to censor stuff. So let's not do that. So this is the apparent trace. I want you to pay attention to this arm here and this kind of head area for this guy. And let me pop, and then let me yeah, things are a little slightly off, but again, I've done a rough job, but it does get my point across. I believe it does. Paid commission, huh? Yeah. So we're going to go to a fifth piece here. There's gonna be a tiny difference. It's gonna be from June of 2021 for Kath, and that's when she made this piece right over her, right? June 28th, 2021. And given credit where it's due, Tat pointed out this to me, that she did credit that she referenced this piece right here. Now, she said she referenced, right? Okay, all right. For the most part, she did reference it. However, if you pay attention to this ruler, which we've zoomed up already on very nicely, I'm gonna pop. Oh, that's interesting, eh? Let me just bring down the opacity. Bro, can I copy your homework? Yeah, sure. Just change it enough so no one notices. Yep. Very interesting, eh? Now, there's one last one, and another artist I really love. Now, let's just check out. Oh yeah, sorry, I could say DeepinIade, and this was made in June 5th of 2021. So about a month before, and then she did it. She used this reference, but also not referenced. Next up, we have this piece right here on her Venom Daggers account. Not suited for work tees. And this artist is also not suited for work. That is apparently the trace. So let's go over that one. Yes. That is definitely a penis. I can't show that on YouTube, so I'll leave the links to what I can down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And I do like Tat 74, so I've cropped it for my own work here. That's Tat 74's work. You can see that, right? Definitely a penis down there. And pop. What I want you to pay attention when I do this, look at the eyes, look at the shoulder, look where the hair is tied up right there. So do that. Bring it down. Yep. Interesting, eh, guys? Very, very interesting. That looks very similar in that case. So I will link all these art pieces down below for you guys to check out. It'll be easy for you guys to just do that on your own and, make your own judgment. I'm here just to present ideas and put a little input of my own as well. So Tat also linked to me a few interesting things, which would be Facebook posts talking about this. I actually couldn't find Facebook posts. I actually didn't think to check on Facebook, to be honest. But when Googling, I couldn't find anything other than that one archive 4chan thread. So thank you, Archive of Sins, for doing that. And Tat sent me this particular thread here. I'm going to redact the names. I'm not going to link these. I want to protect these people because they don't know they're involved with this. So I'm just going to keep that for their safety as well. This was from March 2021. And it says, still baffles me that how KathyCakes got a shit ton of followers by tracing softcore hentai, but myself and some other artists blow our backs out for this shit and have been stuck on like 200 to 300 followers for 2 years. Understandable. It's awful when you work so hard for something and someone finds success simply by doing something else. Now, there is actually a video I watched earlier today that talked about jealousy, but this is a different thing. This is someone literally stealing someone else's work and crediting themselves, right? So I understand that. So it's frustrating, I understand. And I'll do admit, sex sells. But if you want to continue doing safer work art, hey, all the power to you, okay? All the power to you. Now, the last ones that Tat sent me, now they sent me 4 threads on Facebook, but I found that 2 were more important because the last 2 were kind of repeating the same thing and were just additional screenshots of a page that was harassing KathyCakes, which again, I don't condone harassment. So we go here. They say that what's interesting here is that there's a page, it says here, KathyCakes, and what's important to me here is that this person claims that you shouldn't be harassing people, especially because they're underage. Oh, she's underage. That's a bit of a problem, but we'll see more about that later. Now, I think you shouldn't be harassing people in general, and I wouldn't make any special treatment for anyone who, whatever age, whatever, demographic you fit under. But it does look sad on you if you're an adult and making fun of a child. That's just low-hanging fruit, isn't it? Next up is the same person. And this is, actually, should mention, the first post was from 2021. This one's from 2019, and she's a minor. It's only been 2 years, okay? It's only been 3 years maximum. And this person, same one, She's apparently 15 years old. So if the current year is 2022, even giving the fact that she is now 18, that means that back then she was a minor and drawing artwork and looking at artwork that she shouldn't have been. Now, that's talking about my sensibilities from my country. If it's true that she's from the Philippines, I'm not familiar with their laws, but I'm going to assume that's not good that someone that young is accessing that kind of content. So if anyone knows about more laws about in the Philippines about adult content, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, not good for a minor to be doing that. What I want to also emphasize here is that I'm not making this for the sole purpose of calling out KathyCakes. Like I said earlier, I asked her to use her artwork for a thumbnail. Great, I'm in her DMs. I sent her a message saying, hey, and it's paraphrasing, but I said, hey, someone's telling me that you've been tracing. Can I get your thoughts on that? No response. I gave her a week initially, okay? And I said, but then I found out she had alt accounts that she was quite active on. I'm like, oh, I want to reduce that. But I'm like, no, you know what? I'll give her the week still. But due to work and just life in general, I have finally made the video. And I want to tell you, I sent that DM January 1st of this year, January 1st. And today, as I'm recording this, is January 16th. I've given her 2 weeks and a day to respond. And I think that's quite more than generous. Specifically because I said she's active on a lot of other accounts. She has an alt account that I'll show you guys right now. If you want to switch over to the screen view again. This is the one that you've seen in the video quite often already. Venom Daggers. What's the problem? Well, she's quite active, like I said before. How active? Well, latest tweet 1 hour ago, 10 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 10 hours ago. I'm going to be very careful what I show here, but 11, 20, 15, January 15th. Like I said, I gave her more than 2 weeks to do this, to respond. And it's kind of irresponsible if you are wanting to show that you've not done anything wrong. And it feels sketchy because she disappeared, and there's rumors that she disappeared because her parents found out everything, or she might have been found out about tracing, which I wouldn't be surprised about. The other account that she has is this one here called Poison Blossom. Now this one's not quite as active though, because the last post was August 2021, but it's an alt account of hers. Next one we have, Eternity Sealed. Latest tweet, January 9th, 777. You see a pattern here? She's been active on these accounts, and yet somehow has no time to respond to someone saying, hey, can I get your defense on someone saying that you're tracing? It'd be simple if you weren't. It'd be simple to respond, in my opinion. And lastly, we have another one, Cherry Miko. Another one for Genshin Impacts for Yae Sakura. This one's for Raiden. And yeah, this one, 6, mostly just 6. And then this one from like last year. But yeah, that's her alt accounts. She's quite active on Venom Daggers, as you would tell. So I am disappointed that I didn't get any response, and it looks pretty bad on her. If she finally responds after, I will give her the chance. I will give her the chance to respond, give her the platform, but it looks pretty bad if you're waiting on something like after this to actually finally respond. It's kind of disappointing to say. That's my honest opinion on that. But again, I'm willing to give you the platform. So you're watching KathyCakes, I'm willing to give you a chance to still respond and give you a platform to defend yourself if you want to contact me. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching through this relatively long video of mine. It was a lot of evidence of sorts. I haven't done this kind of thing in a long time, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Hey, it's Editor Zero here. I forgot to mention one thing too. I wanted to ask you guys what you think about the video, of course, in the comments below. But if you guys have any additional evidence, defending or showing more wrongdoing, I'd love to see that in the comments below, or you can DM me at Zero's Void. You can see on screen right now. So yeah, that's all I wanted to mention here. Let me just let myself finish the video from here. My next video, just to tease you guys a little bit, is going to be about talking about Project Melody again. Nothing about Nux or Bishojo at that point, but someone actually reached out to me who is a former team member who worked directly on the Project Melody project on the team, and it's unfortunately not DigiTrev, but I do feel for him and his team now. After that interaction. So look forward to that. Sub to the channel so you don't miss that. That's very exciting for me to be able to talk to someone who was on the team. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, share it. You know, I think it's important info, especially, I mean, I think, of course, it's my own video. I think it's important, but I think it's important to be aware of art theft. So that's really why I want to make this. And the other point is, I just want the truth about it, but I may not get it. So if this is the end of it, then that's the end of it. But I'm happy to have shown people just to be wary of people online with art theft. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.